topic is pause. Pause is an important part of every Toastmaster's life. I think in the last 4 months I have not heard any other word more than pause. Every evaluator has been mentioning the word pause or the importance of pause in our speeches and how it is important to be a dynamic speaker. But is it only important for our speeches, or does it have more meaning to our life? This is my question to myself around a week back when I started researching this topic. And I believe strongly that it has a much more impact to every aspect of our life. I believe that if we consume 100% of our juices just to complete our day-to-day tasks, rather than planning and our long-term goals and focusing on them, we consume 100% juices for just to complete our jobs. We usually struggle with finding time to relax, to eat good food, to exercise, and in favor of, rather than we do just complete our tasks. One empowerment tool which I found is very important for this understanding how to implement pause in our life. We call it press pause. Think of it as a remote control. The remote control button has a pause. So you press pause and you slow the word around you. You slow the word around you enough that you are able to process the situation at hand. So the process of press pause goes like this. We press pause, we see what's going on around us, right? What are our options, what choices take us towards our goals, what choices we have which takes us towards who we are, and what choices makes us and others into get the long-lasting peace. With press pause, we take the power in our hands. When I was researching this topic and I shared it with my speech with a friend of mine, her name is Gayatri Krishna, she's also a new Toastmaster at one of the groups in Crawford. She sent me a beautiful poem, and I incorporated it in my speech, and I will try to share that poem with you. This poem is written by W.H. Davis, and the poem name is Leisure. What is this life if full of care? We have no time to stand and stare. No time to stand beneath the boughs and stare as long as sheep and cows. No time to see when woods we pass, where squirrels hide their nuts in the grass. No time to see in broad daylight, like a stream of stars in the night. No time to turn at a beauty's glance and see their feet when they dance. No time to wait till her mouth can enrich the smile her eyes began. A poor life this if full of care. A poor life this if full of care we have no time to stand and stare. During the time I was researching this topic, I found hundreds of examples which told me about where and when to stop, where and when to pause, even in our speeches, not only in our life. But nobody mentioned or nobody taught what happens when you take a pause at a wrong time. Right? I'll share a personal story with you, which happened in 2002 in a city called New Delhi, where I used to live. In 2002, I was in a business development background. I had a business development background, and I was in a room like this, full of architects, giving a presentation. I was in a revolving chair, and amidst the presentation, I have a habit of swiveling around. So I was giving a presentation, and I turned this way, and there was a calendar on the wall. This calendar belonged to a competitor of mine, and I just paused. And it was rather a long pause, and started staring at that and amidst the presentation. So looking at my stare, architect started talking and said, oh, you know, this, we just met him a couple of weeks back or month back, and we still like your product. You know, all things what customers usually tell the sales guys, that if you give us good price, we'll buy yours, and all that stuff. And they kept on speaking, and I kept on staring at that. I was just listening to them, and I just looked at the crowd like this, and I said, yeah, I understand, but he's no more. And I took that deadly pause. He's no more. And there was a commotion in the room. Everybody started saying, oh, you know, I met him only a couple of weeks back. Somebody said, a month back I sent him an email, and he was such a young person, healthy person. What happened? I looked at them. I said, I think I wanted to say he is no more the distributor. This is what happens when you take a pause at a wrong time. So we have just learned the importance of pause. Not only is it important to be a dynamic speaker, but it is important to our own lives. We are already, and it is not only important how to use it and how many times you use it, we should also know when, at the time when to use it. Thank you very much.